book world. Here we go. And like I was really struggling because I was thinking there's this book Joyride. Joyride seems super fun.
Dude, good pull.
But no, but I was thinking like if I was in that book, I'd be trapped on Earth in that like dome thing.
Okay, we'll allow like Joyride is about them escaping.
Right.
So if we're gonna go in that world,
right.
So if you're not reading Joyride, go read it because it's freaking one of the best sci-fi books.
We'll bring it up later for sure.
Yeah. But the basic premise, so you can kind of follow along here, is.
Well, I'm not really gonna go into Joyride. That was no.
Well, then why are we even talking about
because
it?
that's where my mind started. We got to tell me a story. Well, here's where I started.
I was getting ready to talk about Joyride.
We're gonna save that. We're saving that.
Joyride's
for sure.
great.
Joyride is great.
It's good. Earth sucks. They leave. Good stuff happens.
Yeah, and it's sci-fi to the max.
I love sci-fi.
And so, but I was thinking, if I'm just gonna be some layman in some world,
you're gonna be
where
like
I have to carve my own path.
The apprentice in a world.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like looking at some books that I have here. I'm kind of thinking, but it was really hard to get out of the grooves in my brain away from Lady Mechanica. Because what's so cool about that world is like the alchemy is like how that kind of stuff works. And I'm a fan of science. Like I majored in chemistry. It's kind of what I do. And it's...
Are you going to have robot arms?
I see that.
Did you lose an appendage?
That's not what I'm going to put on myself.
Huh?
Because there's plenty of cool stuff that I could happen into and discover and be without like having some tragedy happen to me. Like it's just such an interesting world.
Okay, wait. Tragedy. Okay. Hold on. All
right.
So you're telling me you live in a world where you can get robot parts.
Right.
Right? Like you can get like this is not in the comic, but
okay,
like,
if I wanted it,
you can get
she didn't want it to happen to her.
Flipped around like it's a gun.
Yeah.
Like crazy. So you're telling me you live in this world and you're not going to go get that stuff.
Yeah, but if I did, it'd be by my choice.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be like through some abduction.
I didn't say like, okay, you're not getting like molested by ferrets and they like amputate your foot with a robot toe or whatever.
But hers was abducted. It was bad.
We don't even know what happened.
No, we don't, but we're getting there.
By the way, that's one of the coolest things. To flip back if you are watching this part and you haven't watched the prior part, go back and watch his favorite or
my
intro.
origin of
your origins of indie comics, Lady Mechanica.
Yeah.
So she gets messed up and we to this day do not know how she got.
It's ongoing.
It's so good. It's such a he's just dangling that bait there.
Yeah.
But he gives you just enough in each series to like, okay, he hasn't forgot. Like we're making progress.
Right.
So good. Anyway, so you're gonna live in Lady Mechanica and you're not gonna get robot arms like a lame.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't been there yet. That or Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Because that like it's a kind of normal world, but it's quirky and there's like I can get 64 hit combos on that bully that I finally stood up to, and I just love that.
What's weird is I'm like making like crappy faces at that,
right?
But I'm only making that because I wouldn't want to live there,
right?
But Scott Pilgrim is oh my gosh, that book. Lily and I own the hardcovers.
Yeah,
so good.
Oh, same. The color editions.
Yeah, it's so good.
They're great.
Okay, so
but I would pick Lady Mechanica is my final choice though. For right now, who knows?
When I was ranting about Pokemon, you were thinking.
I was.
I wasn't.
I was
now
ready.
I'm on the spot because I went with Guardians of the Galaxy, and I feel like that's kind of like, that's kind of lame.
Yeah. But I don't know. There you go. That's a thing.
What world? Okay.
What?
Can I be me in Fairyland?
Wait, like you're you. But not like some Mushroom King.
No. Can I go into Scotty Young's Fairyland as this?
As that.
As just this.
Oh my gosh. If Scotty Young could like draw you in Fairyland.
Oh, yeah, and he can just like
however he wants.
Take it however you take it any direction you want.
Any caricature, right?
Yeah. Anyone. Because he does like characters of like himself.
Oh, nice.
They're freaking great.
Oh, yeah. Well, his like daily practice sketches.
Yeah, that sell for like $600 because it says Scotty Young on it.
Yep.
And I have more than once told Lily, hey, will you divorce me if I buy this? And so far all the answers have been yes.
Right.
But when she says no, I'm buying. I don't even care what he draws, dude. Like I've wanted to buy his artwork on like stuff that he drew that I'm not even into.
Right.
Like I just want his artwork. It's so good.
Yeah.
So if I could be me in that world, but I want to like have similar abilities as Gert.
Okay.
Like I want to be able to like not that I want to murder stuff.
Right.
But, like, she gets to do whatever the crap she wants.
She's sort of invulnerable in a way.
Like, she can get hurt, but she can't die.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's
that
like
would be
the
kind
rules.
Of a cool world to live in. I don't know if I would settle on that one, though, because then I'm thinking, like, okay, the novelty of living in diabetes land.
Right. Well, I mean, but that's like your major food groups there. That's what you need.
Yeah. No, I'm good with that. But, like, am I going to get fatter there?
Only in a way to your benefit, you know?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to get fatter,
right,
but not in a bad way.
Yeah, it might be like the more fatter you are, the more magic you gain because you can store it better. That's like how that works.
Is that how it works? I don't... Maybe.
I haven't read that issue yet.
I don't think that's going to be an issue.
No. No.
Okay. What else do we got? Help me out. I'm so bad at, like, figuring out books. Because I thought Tokyo Ghost, and I was like, well,
no, F that is.
Definitely don't want to live there.
No. Just because you like the story doesn't mean the world is pleasant.
What's another book that I'm reading that's like that I really dig the world building?
I don't know. What about one of like the Aftershock books or something? Because those are all kind of based in some reality, like pretty close to here, right?
Yeah.
What's that one with the clones?
Dude, Replica. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because dude, you nailed it.
Yeah.
My mind started reeling through Replica, and like, so it ran its like course, and then was it Paul Jenkins, the writer, wanted to do something else, so now he's doing Alters. I think he's writing Alters.
Okay, that sounds right.
I'm not 100% sure on that one. Anyways, Alters. Have you read Alters?
No, I have not. No.
I read it. It was pretty good.
All right.
I like the fact it's transgender,
right? Superhero. So there's like two different identities this person is hiding.
And what I liked most about it is I was afraid that they were going to like really just shove
the whole transgender
that thing
agenda,
like that, the whole that
right
into your face,
right,
and just overdo it because it's not out there. And I kind of get that, but it was handled so well, that it actually was like solid character development, in an interesting way.
That's what I heard.
I dug it.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, so Replica, that was my favorite Aftershock book that they've released so far, but Animosity is quickly.
Yep.
That's a good
one.
Oh
my gosh.
Dude, we love Aftershock so much.
We do.
But
definitely some gems
Replica. So Replica, basic premise of Replica is that there is let's call it a space station in a pocket of the universe that is used by the millions and millions and millions of other species that are traveling the universe. And it follows the main guy that I can't remember his name right now, who is the sheriff of the thing.
Yeah, he's like a police officer guy.
And then he doesn't have enough help, so he clones himself a lot, and some of them don't turn out the greatest.
Right.
Because basically it clones every iota of his personality ever.
Right.
So like he was a pothead in like college, so then there's the dude that
pothead clone
smokes so much weed, but he's kind of like a sage now. That was great. Then there's like the fat version that really was me. Like I really connected with that character because he got sweaty just walking to his desk. So yeah, dude, that one's cool because then you got all the aliens.
So much sci-fi,
dude. Yeah, all the aliens, and it was kind of fun. It wasn't like super serious, but
well, it's funny because it sets up a decent premise: a space cop, like a human space cop, surrounded by a buffoon aliens.
Dude, that just and the one guy just loves to shoot things.
Yeah, and then it just turns into this whole like clone thing. Like,
it
was fine without the clones.
It was, and then the clones added like so much interest. Like there was so many interesting things that they did with the clones, and then they developed like a legitimate like cop solving story.
Yeah,
like dude, Paul Jenkins can write. Like that story was great. So
there you go.
Art was freaking great too.
Is that it for this week?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna settle on Replica.
All right.
And
Lady Mechanica.
Let's go. Go read Lady Mechanica if you haven't.
For real.
Yeah. And go check out PvP Online. It's like free online. You can literally binge however long it's been around. So like, he's coming up to like 20 years or something like that. You can binge them all for free.
Nice. That's cool.
Everything's for free.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Get into webcomics. Seriously, folks. There's some really good stuff out there.
The few that I've seen.
ReverseMeltdown.com and I do a webcomic thing. So you can see some cool ones.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, good?
That's it, dude.
Dude,
guys,
episode 1.
This is the Meltdown. If you made it through all of it,
thanks.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing this weekly,
Yeah.
where we get together, have the conversation
Yeah.
about
Probably gonna get way more nonsensy.
definitely more nonsensy.
Yeah. And I'll probably say more things like I'm the sex in Pokemon.
Oh, I cannot wait for the next one, guys. Seriously, tweet at Comic Devour hashtag the sex in Pokemon.
Or at Reverse Meltdown. That's
yes.
good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, all right. Are we done? How do we close?
I
we
think
didn't
that's
talk
it.
about how to close.
Yeah, that's fine. We like to think though that our meltdown is us just gushing about comic books. We have a meltdown.
Guys, you don't even understand. Like, I know this is the end, but for those of you that think like, oh, these guys are trying real hard, if you're thinking that, I don't know. This is literally how our conversations went at
this is Starbucks.
the coffee place.
At any
week
coffee
after
place,
week
yeah.
after week.
Yep.
And this is like cutting it short. We did this for hours, like 3-4 hours, where we would just talk about.
Oh my gosh, exhausting
everything.
sometimes those 4 hours,
Yeah.
but definitely at least 2.
Yeah, for sure.
And
now it's gonna be a YouTube show.
yeah,
So
we kind of wanted more attention, I guess you could say.
yeah, that's maybe, I don't know.
But this is fun. This is really
this
fun.
was fun. I had a blast.
Yeah, we were.
I can't wait to be with you next week.
It's gonna be great. I mean, we were definitely inspired by some of the people out there.
Oh yeah, we didn't even get into that.
We didn't.
Uh,
We were inspired by Kind of Funny.
Kind of Funny. If you're
A huge inspiration came from Kind
okay,
of Funny.
so if I was to put a percentage on it for me, I would give them 75% inspiration.
Yep.
And then the other 25% was Fat Man and Batman Kevin Smith.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like those two. So if you're not familiar with Kind of Funny, it's a video game, specifically PlayStation, but podcast.
They do have their games cast, which talks about.
But the
everything.
thing that gets me, and I enjoy their PlayStation podcast, is Game Over Greggy.
Yeah.
Where it's just 4 guys sitting around the table talking about nonsense, and they are hilarious.
Yeah.
And they absolutely inspired us to just get together and be stupid on the internet.
Yeah.
And now you get to watch that happen.
Yeah. So thank you, Greg, Nick, Tim, Kevin, Nicole Tan,
I can't believe you did it.
and Colin. Yeah,
I was like waiting. I was like, "Oh my gosh, he's really gonna do it." If you're not laughing, it's because you don't watch.
Right.
Kind of funny. And honestly, I think that was probably specifically just for them and anybody who watches it. Because you don't know how funny that was.
Yeah. And all the times it gets brought up. But Kevin Smith also, like, it's so cool how
him and Mark, man.
Yeah, Mark. We cannot forget Mark Bernardin, who is like, they are the fat men on the Batman. And
did you know he's black?
Yeah,
yeah.
I did.
Most of his fans didn't.
I hope that
not Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith's not black,
right? But just like the positive vibes that Kevin Smith sends out. Like it hit me,
dude. And they like inspired us. Like, we don't really want to talk trash. Like Kevin Smith, his I'm gonna butcher it, but like light a candle in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be crappy just to talk about. You don't have to be crappy about one thing to lift something else up. So that's
right. Don't tear something down to make
there
yourself look bigger, sort of thing.
And so yeah, they definitely inspired us. And I'm sitting way back, so probably people can't hear that because I'm not used to talking on a mic yet. Hello.
Right. But it's great. Dude, we hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you for watching. If you watched, hit the like button down below. Maybe it's gonna be here.
It could be here.
It might be over there.
Oh,
who knows?
Where are
Peace
we?
out, everybody.